Adani Energy is in the spotlight on the back of their quarterly performance. Anil Sardana, the Managing Director of Adani Energy Solutions, now joining us on the show. Thank you for taking time out. To begin with, can you just walk us through the earnings fine print for Q3? What has led to the growth in the quarter?
You will see the recognition of revenue in the later times, but yes, the good part is that we saw and registered two large transmission assets. One, the first maiden transmission line, 765 kV double circuit from Khavda, which is going to be a very, very large single location, in fact, the largest single location solar and wind farm in the globe. So this is the first evacuation system that we commissioned, and I'm very happy that today green electrons are flowing through this. The second is the very first maiden 400 kV grid in Mumbai, which is what we commissioned at Vikhroli. So Kharghar-Vikhroli line was charged and commissioned, and that's again a matter of pride for all Mumbai residents, that they will see much enhanced reliability coming their way by virtue of this 400 kV. The second part is, of course, the distribution business, which continues to be a steady state business both in Mumbai as well as in the Mundra region. So it registered healthy growth. Losses continue to be at amazingly lower levels. Last quarter registered 5.46%. So it very clearly shows that we are running all our assets at very efficient level, not only executing them well, but operating them exceedingly well.
Right. Anil, you also talked about new assets being one of the earnings drivers. What else is expected in terms of new commissioning over the next 12 to 18 months?
So at this stage, we have a very healthy pipeline. As I mentioned, transmission line, we have orders, again, totaling about 17,000 crore, which are yet to be executed. Smart meters, I already told you that we have 18,000 crore worth of orders. Distribution continues to be adding steady state, about 1,500 crore of capex. So we will continue with our run rate annually, which we mentioned before, which will be about 6,000 crore other than smart meters. So once the smart meter kicks off, in the next 30 months or so, we will execute all the orders that we have in hand. And of course, the billing will happen on a monthly basis on an annuity concept. So we have very healthy pipeline, very good outlook, and very solid operations.
Naysayers are talking about how transmission capex has peaked. What's your take? And going forward, what would lead to the additional capex?
Let's first understand why in the last 2-3 years we had a lull. That was because most of the renewables was getting added in Rajasthan and Gujarat. And these two areas had a major area of concern in terms of Great Indian Bustard, which is a bird which was noticed by the environmentalist as on the verge of extinction. And therefore, the Supreme Court came in and said that we will have to holistically review whether lines could be one of the cause why the Great Indian Bustards are perishing. So after a lot of deliberations and their forming expert committees, etc., today the clarity has dawned on taking some of the precautionary measures like putting the bird diverters on the high voltage transmission system. But it's now clear that transmission lines at 66 kV and above will have to be overhead.
All right, thank you for taking time out and joining in. Good to have you on board.